What's going on, guys? It is Wyatt, and I am currently spending the summer up here in Alaska. But before we jump into today's adventure of going dirt biking and checking out what this place has to offer, let's take a step back in time and understand how we got here. All right, guys, so another thing that we have to get tackled before we can move is getting rid of some stuff. And one of those being my freaking 1974 Toyota Corolla. This car is a blast, man, but it's not very practical for me to take to Alaska. And honestly, the money's probably gonna be better served elsewhere on this journey. So we actually got the buyer here. His name is Lewis. We're about to consummate this thing with a twisted tea. Nice. Cheers, sir.
It should be required on every car.
Excited for it to go to you. Like I said, Lewis has been a friend of mine since I moved to Florida, so I'm excited to see it stay in the friend group, man.
Oh yeah, gotta keep it around.
Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. It was
yeah.
a blast.
But... Oh yeah, definitely going to. It's gonna be a great time. It's just gonna be fun.
The papers are signed, money has changed hands, and this thing is officially Lewis's problem child now. Good luck, buddy. You're gonna need it. It's a rotary. Have fun. Don't die. It's your problem.
I'll do it.
Hell yeah, man.
I won't die, but I'll have fun.
Simple as that. All right, man, there she goes. And just like that, I sold the car, packed everything I owned up into my truck and trailer, and made my way back to Colorado. None of which you guys are gonna be able to see because I didn't film it because I'm kind of stupid like that. But it's fine because I'll get you up to speed once we make it to Montana, where we camp for the first night, which I'll show you guys and catch you up to speed on how we got there in the next clip. So yeah, hope that sounds good. Which brings us to present day and a crazy change of scenery. We are currently camped just outside of Hardin, Montana. I rolled into this little campsite about 2 a.m. this morning and got a great night's sleep, honestly. It was lovely. A beautiful day out here. It is a little bit more windy than I was hoping for, so that may make the drive today a little bit more interesting. But we're just about to hit the road. I want to give you guys a quick shot of the rig that we're actually driving up to Alaska, because I know I haven't done that yet. So when I was planning this drive up to Alaska, I definitely didn't have it in mind that I was going to go buy a little toy hauler and drive it all the way up there with all of my stuff in it, but here we are. So how this trailer came to be is actually a cool story. It belonged to a good friend of mine who turns out I'm actually related to. We're distant cousins through the family tree. And it's a trailer that me and him have both taken out camping together. So it's a trailer I've known about and have history with. It's also only been used once in the last 5 years. The last time we took it out was to Utah to go out to the Little Sahara sand dunes with our dirt bikes. It was a great time. And then he ended up taking it out one more time after that. And otherwise it just sits. And I've always talked to him about buying this trailer. It just never kind of lined up with what I wanted to do, money, time, whatever the situation was, until I moved back to Colorado. And truthfully, I hadn't even thought about buying it until he had kind of mentioned it again, and the timing just worked out perfect. The price was right, and here we are. So this thing is a 2002 KZ Sportsman Sportster toy hauler. It's a 25-foot long trailer, fifth wheel, and honestly, I got it for a really good deal because it needed a little bit of work. Inside, everything functioned as it should, no problems there, just a little bit dirty. So we gave it a huge deep clean, got that all good to go. The next thing was actually quite a bit bigger of a problem, which was the gooseneck. Because the trailer was originally designed for a fifth wheel and it had a gooseneck adapter installed on it, it put a ton of leverage up on the front section of the camper, and ultimately it had cracked quite a bit of the support and the framework up there, and it was just completely unsafe to drive. So I spent the last 2 weeks getting everything on this thing tidied up, buttoned up, and ready to make our journey up to Alaska. As you can see, she's doing great so far. We have no issues. And as far as the gooseneck goes, it is in a lot better shape. We added a lot of gusseting up here on the gooseneck adapter, added the bolts that it needed to keep that all stable. And then up under the tongue, we straightened out all the beams up here. So this beam was bent, this beam was bent. We got those straightened out. We also went ahead and added these huge bars for reinforcement. You can see they go all the way back and then tie into the chassis back there with another big bar. And these just help distribute any of the torque loads that come through the front of this thing. Anyways, that is all for this morning. I need to get on the road. We're gonna fight this wind most of the day, try and make it up to the Canada border, and just go from there, see what the day has to offer. All right, guys, so we're learning this whole Canada thing. Went over here to a truck stop and wanted to get fuel. Looked like what we have in the States. There's a big section for semis, you know, whatever, that's where I'll fill up. And then they have a little one for cars. Turns out at the Petro Pass places, Petro Canada, you could not use the big pumps. So we're pulling over in the little area and we have to use the yellow pump. And there's only one of them. And that's kind of where we're at. So hopefully we're able to get fuel here and can get back on the road. So this is kind of crazy and I'll have to wrap my head around it, but the price displayed is in cents per liter, something like that. So what, that's $1.26, I believe, in Canadian money. So I'm gonna check my bank statement, see how much this is gonna cost to fill us up, but I get a feeling it's gonna be a lot. Okay, that's all she wrote, 146 Canadian dollars, I believe, so 115 liters. Guys, I'm sorry, but this is all blowing my mind. I don't understand this stuff. So anyways, we'll check the bank statement, but we've got our fuel additive here from Hot Shots ready to go in the truck, get this thing topped off and get on out of here. All right, guys, that is the end of our day 2 drive to Alaska. It went very well, completely uneventful. I'm really thankful for that. The truck and trailer are doing great. We made it across the Canada border, no problem. I was honestly expecting a little bit more of something there, but completely problem-free. So not a very entertaining day, but a lot of great scenery, really easy drive. The wind cooperated with us, so that was also good. But yeah, super easy going day. So we're here at a campground just outside of Vulcan, Alberta, Canada, and we're gonna fire up the water heater tonight. I'm gonna take a shower. First time using the shower in this thing. We're also gonna fire up the grill, make up some dinner. I got a couple of frozen pizzas and stuff, so might throw one of those in there. Actually have some dinner tonight instead of a Coke and a Slim Jim, and go from there. Good morning. It is the start of our day 3 drive to Alaska. I got a great night's sleep last night at that little campground. Quiet, clean, tidy place, so that was awesome. And today we're back on the road. And this morning I also made up my mind that we're gonna try and take the Alcan Highway up. We are still gonna be fighting the road closure on 97, the Alaska Highway, because of the wildfire, but they are opening it overnight to allow people to go through, and I'm just gonna adjust my schedule a little bit to hopefully be able to hit that tomorrow night. And we're still about a 13-hour drive from where that road closure is. So today's plan is to make it up to Dawson Creek, which is the beginning of the Alcan Highway, and then tomorrow during the day I'll have some time to kill with adventuring around the mile marker 0 area, and also hopefully make it up to Fort Nelson and check out, there's a museum there I want to see. So we're just going to play it by ear, see how the day goes, and take you guys along for the journey. So let's get back to it. All right, guys, we are parked up at the RV park just up the road there, mile 0 RV park for the night. So we're gonna give that a shot, but right now we're actually taking the electric scooter into town. Probably not the greatest idea, but we are on the hunt for a Twisted Tea. It's gonna be a long night, so talk about that when we get back, but that is the plan for right now, is to head into town, see if we can't find something to drink. Oh yeah, baby, we're cooking. Oh my God, about died. All right, guys, package acquired. We got the teas, and I can almost guarantee you this town has never seen a dude in Crocs on an electric scooter with a case of teas on it heading back to the campground. That's what I'm talking about. Package acquired. We are parked up here at the Mile Zero campground, and this is where we're going to be calling it a night. Like I said, it's pretty windy, so might even put the stabilizers down on the trailer to keep it from rocking all night. I'm gonna head in, make some dinner, and then we need to figure out a new plan for getting up to Alaska, because the plan that I had this morning has now since changed. Good morning, everybody. It is day 4 of our road trip up to Alaska, and unfortunately today we've got some bad news. Yesterday I gambled on coming up to Dawson Creek so that we could take the Alcan Highway up to Alaska, and unfortunately that's not going to pay off. Over the course of yesterday driving and overnight, the fires continued to get worse, and the road closures on the Alcan are seemingly not going anywhere anytime soon. So with that being said, we are going to make a change of plans again today. Unfortunately, it adds a couple hundred miles to our trip, about 4 hours or so of driving, and we are going to take the Cassiar Highway up instead. I'm not really sure what to expect. I wasn't planning to take this road, but from everything I can see, it shouldn't be terrible. The road's just a lot less traveled, more rural, but still a decent shaped road from what I've been told. So the plan this morning is to get the trailer ready to go. We're gonna make our detour down to Prince George. We're gonna run over to Walmart, grab some fuel jugs, and then start our drive for day 4. And of course, before we get on the road, figure we'll empty the tanks, topped her off with water, and we are ready to go. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 5 of our drive to Alaska. Last night we pulled in here to this Sealy Lake Park just at the base of the Cassiar Highway and got a good night's sleep. Nothing too crazy happened yesterday, but we did see our first bear and moose on the side of the road. Today I expect to see a good bit more wildlife as we start our journey up the Cassiar Highway. Today we're also going to try and stop at Bear Glacier. I hear that is quite the scenic view, so we're going to make a little detour off the road today to check that out. But otherwise, we are ready to go. Trailer's loaded up and we are going to hit the road here in a minute. Just wanted to take a second to show you guys the beautiful scenery out here. Super nice little park off the side of the highway, which is a great way to start our day. So anyways, let's head back to the trailer and get on the road. We got a lot of miles to cover today. All right, guys, we just made it to Bear Glacier, and talk about an absolute stunning view. Just check this out, guys. We got the glacier coming down the mountain right there, the big old lake. Just absolutely beautiful. And what a scenic drive getting here too. Man, perfect weather. You just can't beat this today. I don't know what else to say. That is Bear Glacier. It is absolutely stunning out here. What a beautiful drive. Next up, we're gonna head back into the little town here and go get some gasoline. We got guys driving by waving. Yeah, just absolutely beautiful out here, guys. Super cool to see. So we're gonna get back in the truck, start making our journey back into town and see what other cool stuff we can see today. But man, just what a view. So cool. Little black bear on the road over here, just hanging out, doing his thing. Guys, just topped off on fuel here at the Mezzadine Junction gas stop, and we got here just in time. This place is turning into a zoo, but we are getting back on the road, headed up to Bell 2, and that'll be our next stop for the day. All right, guys, we are parked up for the night, and pretty nice little campground. Tons of spots for people to come in and camp. Really nice area. It's just a little bit dusty, which kind of sucks, but is what it is. It's pretty dry up here this time of year. So we got to fill out our parking permit real quick and pay, and then we might light a little fire off tonight, hang out, and kind of enjoy the night. And then I think tomorrow I'm actually going to waste most of the day and not drive. So we'll talk about that here after I get all settled in. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 6 of our journey to Alaska. We stayed here at Watson Lake Campground last night, got a great night's sleep. Yesterday was a beautiful drive, really enjoyed it, minus a couple of rough sections in the road. And today we're actually planning to just relax for a little while. We're gonna make a little detour and actually backtrack 2.5 hours to go to the Liard Hot Springs and check that out. I hear it's super cool. It's definitely one of those places you just have to stop when you're on the Alaska Highway. So that's what we're gonna go do today. We are all packed up, ready to hit the road. And we're gonna make the quick journey over there and go check it out. Hopefully they're open because it is close to the fires. I tried to call, no answer. So we're just gonna wing it. We're already this close, so might as well go check it out. Well, guys, I hate to do it, but we did turn around. The smoke is continuing to get thicker, and it's starting to irritate my throat and eyes and giving me a headache. So, unfortunately, we are headed back the other direction. We're going to continue our drive up to Alaska without making it to Liard. I really wanted to show you guys that place. It looks super cool. It would definitely be an awesome place to check out if the wildfires weren't so bad right now. So it's pretty unfortunate, but we are headed back the other direction and going to continue trucking north on up to Whitehorse and maybe even Talk today. So we made it back to Watson Lake, and since we didn't make it to Liard, I figured I would stop here at this street sign little place. So we're gonna go film a little bit of that, and it looks pretty interesting. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And of course it starts pouring rain just as we get in there. But a couple of cool shots, really cool place. Would love to stay and check that out, but unfortunately we need to get moving, and the rain is just putting a kibosh on all of that. So we're gonna get back on the road, try and make it up to Whitehorse, and then maybe up onto like Silver City or something tonight. That's about an 8-hour drive yet, so we're gonna get going and see how far we can make it. Good morning, everybody. Day 7 of our drive to Alaska, and look how freaking pretty it is out there this morning. Day 7 morning update coming from the truck. We got up, got on the road, and are making our way up to Alaska. Last night we stayed at the Pine Lake campground, in Haynes Junction. Super cool little campground. Met two guys who are currently on a hell of an adventure on some dual sport bikes, Ernest and Jacob. They drove all the way from Chicago up to Anchorage and are now on their way back. So I'm wishing them safe travels. It was awesome chatting with them guys. Just a really nice night there at the campground, hanging out. And today, again, we are back on the road heading north. All right, guys, we finally friggin' made it. The Yukon Sign over there, and this one right behind us. Welcome to Alaska. Freaking crazy, man. 7 long days of driving, and we finally freaking made it here. And unfortunately, all that just comes to this 30-second bit. And we're gonna get back on the road, go cross the border real quick. I don't know what to expect going back into the United States, but pretty cool. We finally made it. Definitely awesome to see the sign. The plan is to keep on trucking and see how far we can make it today. Might even try and make it down into the Matsu Valley or call it a night early. I guess we'll see once we get back on the road. So now that you guys are up to speed on how we got here, what is today's adventure? Well, we're going riding and my buddy Lee is in town, and you want to tell him about how our week has gone so far?
Sure. So we started out, we went to the local sporting goods store and we bought ourselves a Coleman B100, which are phenomenal for what they are, but they're not quite what we need for the off-road trails of Alaska. It's no suspension, not enough power having son of a gun, but it is an absolute blast to ride regardless.
Yeah, it's a heck of a good time. Your back's a little sore today. So we made the sensible decision to spend even more money. And what did we pick up? You want to go show them this thing?
We spent most of the afternoon yesterday on Marketplace looking for dirt bikes, and I found myself a nice YZ85. So we picked that up this morning, and now we're gonna take her out to the trails.
Yeah, let's go check this thing out.
All right, guys, so fast forward to this morning. We picked up this sweet YZ85. She's a 2020. She's a beaut. She's a ripper. She's a 2-stroke. You couldn't ask for more. It's about the smells, the gasoline, the oil fumes all over you. It's a vibe.
Yeah, it sure is. So we're going to take the YZ out today. I rode it this morning when we went to pick this thing up. Absolute ripper. Quite a finicky little power band on this unit, though.
Yeah, she's got yeet.
Yep.
And then she's off the back you go.
And it's even better because this is Lee's first real dirt bike.
That's
so
true.
I can't wait to see if he can manage this thing. It's not a big bike, but if you guys have ridden these little ones, you know they can be a handful. So best of luck to you. Don't die.
I'll try not to.
I am also equally going to die because I got the old Honda ATC 3-wheeler going out today. Absolute ripper as well. And yeah, we're going to go up to Cable Hill today, go do some riding, see what kind of things we can find, trouble we run into.
Try not to die. The old Coleman 3-horsepower unit, not much. You know, she's kind of a dog, jumping up like 20 horsepower. So that's a big improvement.
With gears.
With gears, yes.
Gets you in trouble even
The
quicker.
old 6-speed.
Yes, sir. Let's do it, man. Let's head on out there. Enjoy the day. Wow, dude. All right, guys, we made it out here to our spot. Oh, Lord, I'm not even in frame probably. Anyways, made it out to our spot. We're getting ready to go rip. Got the GoPro on my chest, looking like a doofus. And yeah, we'll go see what we can get into today. I don't know if we should place bets on Lee, reckon, but
It's almost a guarantee.
I feel like we might need to do that.
a yeehaw.
You made it.
Water's a little chilly, but
Yeah.
once you're in it, you're good.
Full send, baby. Love it. Ruh-roh. Easy peasy, you got that.
Yeah, right.
Okay, smart move. I like that.
Yeah. The road less traveled is sometimes the short way around. Go for it in the comments below. First time rider, by the way.
Yeah. Not that I'd say I'm an experienced rider, but I've been riding most of my life, and I'll say he's been doing pretty damn good for his first time. Oh, no.
I tried to save her.
All right, guys, we're out here cruising the day away. Super cool view. What do you think, Lee?
Dude, this is the bee's knees, man.
Pretty sick, man. We met a guy, Steve. Been cool as hell. Giving us some directions, telling us where to go, where not to go. Been awesome, but man, what a freaking view it is out here. So we're gonna keep cruising. Lee, it's a little bit low on fuel, but not terrible.
That's right.
We'll make it back. It'll be fine.
Go fast.
Yeah, go fast. But we're actually fixing to head up this other ridge over here and maybe go up on top of this mountain, which would be pretty cool. So we're gonna hop back on the bikes and go do some more cruising. Oh, good Lord. You still having fun?
Ah, dude,
What a
if you ain't
joy.
living it, you're not living it.
Whatever that means,
I
yeah.
know, yeah.
This is a vibe though, buddy. Freaking cool. Oh no. This fucking guy. Super cool. Guys, we made it home last night. Got off the trail at about 8:30, and I'll be honest, I didn't film anything. All the GoPro batteries were dead. My phone was dead. Lee's phone was at like 5%. So it was a long day of riding. I think we were out there for about 6 hours, and it was a great time. Today, we're both feeling it. Lee's still struggling to get out of bed. I'm not doing a whole lot better myself. It was pretty rocky out there, and man, it just beats you up riding those trails. But it was so much fun. Awesome views. Had a really great time. Today, we're gonna get these bikes unloaded out of the truck, pressure wash them, get everything cleaned up. So fast forward a couple of days, me and Lee are out here at Jim Creek, gonna try and make it up to the Connect Glacier today. We're both feeling pretty refreshed from our last ride up to Cable Hill. A couple of days rest was definitely necessary after that ride, and I'm sure today is gonna be no different. We're gonna jump right into things. We got here a little bit late today, and this is definitely gonna be a long ride, so we are all fixed up, bikes are ready to go, and we're gonna hit the trail. Any opening statements, Lee?
Let's do it.
Hell yeah, dude. Let's hit it, man. Got it in her.
She got her. You got it.
That's a steep hill. Even like a 125, that'd be tough. We'll try though.
That was worse than the first time.
All right, guys, we're at a dilemma. The glacier is all the way over there, and we're trying to get across these big bodies of water. Lee just walked this one and found a little spot that's not too deep, so he's gonna send it, and then we will continue our journey to the glacier. All right, guys, we are accepting defeat and getting ready to turn back and head towards the truck. We made it about halfway to the glacier, and like I was saying just a second ago, with all the extra runoff, the rivers are flowing crazy, and we can't take the riverbed all the way there. So we've been finding tons of little back roads, trails, little offshoots, and none of them are panning out. They are taking us way out of the way, and we're both getting low on gas. So I think we're gonna admit defeat and just head back. It's been awesome though. What do you think, man?
My tail is tucked between my legs and I'm heading back to the truck.
Look at his face. I'm sure mine's not a whole lot better. This dude's just being caked behind me. I feel real bad. We should have brought glasses and freaking do-rags to put over our mouths. But it's been a great day nonetheless. But it is what it is. No glacier shots. I think we're gonna head back. It is already 7 o'clock. We've been on the trail for 7 hours. So we probably got at least 2 hours back, and that's all there is to it. So
I gotta say, we didn't make it to the glacier, but if you're ever in Alaska, you gotta go trail ride. It's speechless. That's all I gotta say. It just,
so
there's
many
no words.
cool
It's majestic,
views.
It's awesome. Like,
Yeah.
you can't beat it.
It's
Glacier
super
or no
cool.
glacier, it was what a day.
All right, guys, that is bringing another night of riding here in Alaska to an end. It is so crazy because it's 9:30 and you can see the sun is still up, not dim out here whatsoever. It's absolutely crazy. I freaking love it, but it's gonna do it for tonight, man. What'd you think?
Well, we didn't unalive ourselves. We might have got lost a couple times.
Yeah, there was one moment where we couldn't find the trail back and I was slightly concerned, I'm not gonna lie. But we made it. We're like, I don't know, 10 minutes from the truck. But just soaking up the crazy views out here. It's absolutely beautiful. Such a cool ride out here. Wish we could have made it all the way to the glacier, but unfortunately with all the water right now, it just wasn't possible. And we probably could do it, but another extra gallon or two of gas wouldn't have hurt. Leah's on fumes. I luckily had 2 gallons still for the ATV and she's doing great. So that's gonna do it for our adventure in Alaska video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Peace. Oh, did you catch that on video?